How about them Cowboys? How y'all doing down there in Texas now? Y'all down there in Texas? Yeah, we done brought Zeke back to Texas now. Oh, I don't like to cut your jib. Look, I said it before and I say it again. If the Dallas Cowboys is America's team, then I am not American, and I am not waving this American flag for no damn reason. That means that the Dallas Cowboys is not America's team. How y'all doing out there in Texas now? We brought Zeke back.
So let's go ahead and dive into Dallas primetime games. Up first, week 4 in the Meadowlands, you have the New York Football Giants. And they have back-to-back primetime games. In week 5, they take on the Steel Curtain in the Steel City, I should say, in the Pittsburgh Steelers. My goodness. They get a bye week in week 7. After that bye week in week 8, they take on, yes sir, the San Francisco 49ers. And I want, look, make no bones about it, okay? If one team is better than another team, screw it. I would love for the Giants to beat Dallas, but they ain't gonna do it. Hey, Giants ain't shit. Daniel Jones, they ain't worth the hill of beans. They're not. That's why sometimes you gotta depend on your own team. Week 8, October 27th, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock. Okay. Then week 8, NBC and Peacock. Dallas takes on the San Francisco 49ers. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Wait a minute. This could be a little gauntlet here for Dallas. Okay, primetime game against the Niners in week 8. Then they take on the Atlanta Falcons, which is a morning game. All right, so I like that. You go from primetime to early in the morning, late night to early in the morning. Then you take on the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, I'm not supposed to be talking about primetime, but let's go ahead and talk about the primetime game. Because up next, week 11, you take on the Houston Texans on Monday Night Football. And one thing about this team, it does not change. The players can change, but the outcome, not so much. Let's go ahead and start collapsing. I want to collapse because the next primetime game is in week 14. Who they? Not who that. Who they say they ain't going to beat them Bengals? Not the Dallas Cowgirls. I got the Bengals. Come on, Jamar Chase and them boys on Monday Night Football, December 9th. Then you take on Tampa Bay in week 16. Come on, Baker. I like the fact that the majority of Tampa Bay team has came back, but they definitely are banged up on the offensive line. December 29th, they take on the Eagles and end it against Washington. Dallas Cowboys, if they want to get into the playoffs, it's go time. If Dak want that long term, he want that back, he want to be up. This is the season. No other season for the Dallas Cowboys this season. So much is riding on the line, and they have so little. No, Lawrence, Parsons, Diggs is going to be in the building on defense. But on offense, yeah, you got CeeDee Lamb. He's that man. He's that guy. He got that bag. But when it's meaningful, when you arrive in the postseason, if you're the real deal Holyfield, you're going to get to the playoffs. That's not even a question. All right? Now it's time to make noise in the playoffs. If you're one of them teams, Kansas City, Frisco, Baltimore, all right? If you're one of them teams, Detroit, if you're one of them teams, it's time to make noise in the playoffs. and Dallas have not made no noise in the playoffs. Dak, Romo, you tell me what's the difference. What, one is 2-4, one is 2-5? I got to look at the record. They have not won when it mattered. I'm not harping. I'm not beating a dead horse. They're from Texas. Down there in Texas, so I guess I'm beating a dead calf. Am I beating a dead cow? Can you hear me now? Yeehaw! This is not a prediction. This is not, I repeat, a prediction. This is a spoiler alert. The Dallas Cowboys will not make it to the playoffs. Now let's go ahead and dive into the New York Football Giants. Brian Daboll, is he on the hot seat? Just like Mike McCarthy? I put Mike McCarthy, his ass is on the hot seat. Brian Daboll, let's go ahead and throw his ass on the hot seat. He's quickly finding out that do your thing, pimp. Do your thing. He is quickly finding out that Daniel Jones is not Josh Allen. And the New York Football Giants will not have a year that they won no matter what. I know they got neighbors in them. You know, it's just not enough to compete. It's not enough to be competitive. Bad as I want the Giants to sweep Dallas, it's gonna go the other way. The other way. Bengals, other way. Steelers, other way. And those are the Giants' primetime games. And I'm talking about in week 6, they take on the Bengals on NBC and Peacock. It's not going to be nice. It's just not going to be nice. In week 8 against the Steelers, it's not going to be nice. I just don't see the Giants competitive this season. I don't see how they can win 4 games. I'm just looking at the schedule. You look at the schedule with me, please. Minnesota Vikings, that's a toss-up. But that's a toss-up. Washington, they got a lot of talent. They cleaned out their closet, literally. All right, they faced Dog Pound, Dallas, Seattle, Bengals, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. Where you see a dub at? Week 10 versus the Carolina Panthers. You could say, okay, if you're a Giants fan, don't watch any other game. Just turn into Sunday, November 10th versus the Carolina Panthers. You might have a hope and a prayer. Besides that, Tampa, Dallas, New Orleans, Baltimore, Atlanta, Colts, Philadelphia. Forget about it. If I'm wrong, okay, it's all good. I'll be wrong. But the New York Football Giants are looking like a 3 to 4 win team. Let me take a little drinkity drink while we dive into the next team out the NFC East, which will be Washington Commanders. The thing about the Washington Commanders, you can't take them for a punk, all right? You just can't, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to get punched in the mouth, all right? So do not take the Washington Commanders lightly. Don't do that. Week 3, primetime game, Cincinnati Bengals. They're not going to do that. They're going to bob and weave. Jamar Chase, Wiggins, all them boys. It's going to be all good because Joe Burrow's a thorough. He's a top 5 quarterback. But the game is going to be exciting because you got Joe Burrow and you got Jaden Daniels. I'm in Fresno, so they always looking for somebody. I hope they get away. The next primetime game is not till week 11 versus their division rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, the Philadelphia Eagles, they do not want to have a season that they had last year towards the end of the season fell apart. Some would say, after that San Francisco 49er game, that shellacking, the Eagles weren't the same since. And if you look at the record, and look what, some would agree. Some would agree. Any notable game for the Washington Commanders? Hell no. Hell no. We going straight to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. That's where we going with that, because that's the best team in the NFC East. The best damn team by far. By far. No biting of the tongue or of anything of that magnitude, of anything to that nature. What happened, look, all right, is Nick Sirianni on the hot seat? It's getting there. Because you don't think like that when you're supposed to be a Super Bowl team. You don't show up in the playoffs and get the brakes beat off of you by Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You just don't do that. They quit. Washington, quit. Quit. Tapped out. Like Conor McGregor. It's tapped out. Let's dive into the Philadelphia Eagles primetime games of this year, and we won't have to wait long. We don't. Look. They up there, boy. They right there. I got a Samsung, so I can zoom all the way in. I can see the pilot. What the hell was I about to say? All right, Green Bay Packers, the Philadelphia Eagles, Friday. Just a few. Look. Friday, my payday, as a matter of fact. The Green Bay Packers are facing the Philadelphia Eagles on Peacock, streaming only on Peacock. And you know I got Peacock because I'm a WWE fan. I got Xfinity, so you know it's free. And it's all good. The Eagles start the season off with back-to-back primetime games. They go into the... They're going to run it up at the link against Atlanta Falcons. My boy Izzy said it's a 60-40 situation jumping off. Who will I pick? Will that game be in my top 5 in week 2? Who knows? But damn it, absolutely stay tuned. Absolutely. You know what? That word can stay. It's all good with absolutely. That word can stay. The next primetime game is not until week 9 versus the Jacksonville Jaguars on NBC and Peacock. Now, Jacksonville Jaguars, they're another team. Hot start, fizzled out. Hot start, fizzled out. Well, Goldilocks, you got a lot to prove. And this is one of them games where you got two young thoroughbreds. Two young studs going at it. And no, I'm not even going to say that. That's going down week 9, November 3rd, NBC, streaming on Peacock. Jacksonville Jaguars, the Philadelphia Eagles. That, my friend, will be a slobber knocker. Back-to-back primetime games for the Philadelphia Eagles once again as they take on the Los Angeles Rams. Now, Rams, they start hitting different at the end of the season last year, didn't they? Who told you? Me, that's who. You know, alright. Rams, they showed a whole lot of heart. Cooper Kupp, he was out. Puka Nacua, he came on. Everybody know that the Rams will be competing for that division that they play in. I said it. Notable games for the Philadelphia Eagles. You doggone right. because they will be playing the Baltimore Ravens December 1st. Week 13, that's going to be slobber knocker. Bengals, week 8, slobber knockers. In Cincinnati. That's going to be a good-ass game. The Philadelphia Eagles, I predict, will be winning the NFC East. Duh, right? Duh. And now we're going over the NFC North. Let's start off with the Minnesota Vikings. After tragedy and injuries and a frozen Bud Light, I must concede on any playoff expectations for the Minnesota Vikings. Up next in the NFC North, that is damn delicious. It's cold, it's refreshing on this warm summer evening, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I'm gonna keep my hands off right now because I'm diving in to the Bears. And up first in prime time, because you know I'm talking about prime time games first. If y'all haven't caught along, week 2 versus the Houston Texans. Caleb Williams, C.J. Stroud, two young thoroughbreds, two young brothers. And this, as far as with the quarterbacks, and I will definitely do a video for us, because it's a lot of us right now taking the helm at the quarterback position, and I anticipate more, damn it. And it's all good. Week 2, that cannot miss. That's a can't miss game on NBC Saturday Night Football, and also streaming on Peacock. The next primetime game is not until week 15. They take on the Minnesota Vikings. Skull game, baby, all day, every day. Week 17, they take on the Seattle... Why was I going to say the Seattle Supersonics? Why? Is it because... But the Bears are going to be home, so they don't have to worry about being sleepless in Seattle. Another great matchup on Prime Video, so it's on Thursday Night Football. Week 17 versus the Seattle Seahawks. All right, now the Green Bay Packers. I was the one last season that was saying, give Jordan some love, give Jordan some love. That was me. And the Packers franchise did just that, making him the highest paid quarterback. They made it to the playoffs. They had the 49ers on the ropes. We already know that the Packers are playing up first in week 1. The Philadelphia Eagles this Friday. That's going to be a slobber knocker. That's a can't miss game. Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love. I already told you. Wakanda forever. Light-skinned niggas too. Everybody gets claimed nowadays. Their next primetime game is not going to be until week 13. They face the Miami Dolphins. What a fun game to watch on NBC and streaming on Peacock. Damn it. Back to back to back to good googly muggly. From week 13, yo, the Packers got some primetime games hitting in a row here. Already said giving Jordan some love. Already said the Packers franchise. Now the networks, they understand how special the Packers are. They put them in prime time 4 straight weeks. And again, that's starting week 13 against the Miami Dolphins, streaming on Peacock and NBC. The following Thursday, they facing the Detroit Lions in the Motor City. Will Eminem be there? Will Machine Gun Kelly be there? Week 15 at Seattle in front of the 12s, back in front of NBC and on streaming on Peacock. I like that game. Week 15, Packers, Seahawks. Playoff implications. All right. Then they ended in another week 16 in another primetime game. This time against the New Orleans Saints on Monday Night Football. That's a gauntlet of a that's a stretch. Dolphins ain't no punks. Detroit ain't no punks. You might get a little banged up. You might feel a little woozy. All of a sudden, you got to go to the 12s. Then you're at home versus the Saints. Could you imagine having to go to New Orleans? Damn. Packers. Look. Week 12 against the San Francisco 49ers. Week 11 against the Bears. That's how you lead yourself into these primetime games. Chicago is special. We already went over that. 49ers is solid. You already know that. Then the gauntlet of primetime games. If the Packers want to earn their cheese, want to earn their stripes, that gauntlet of games, they gotta rise up above 500. Not, their playoff lives could be in jeopardy in this stretch. And we're gonna keep the ball rolling with. Oh yeah, that Dolphin game, that's on, yeah, back-to-back Thursday, that's on Thanksgiving. Get your stuffing ready. Candy yams, dressing. Oh, good Lord. You know I'm a spatchcock the turkey. I'm a smoke it on the Traeger. The last team that we're going to break down in the NFC North is the favorites. The darlings, if you will. The kneecap biting Detroit Lions. Made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. All the way. You know why? Because they're for real. They got a coach. They got one hell of a coach. They got a quarterback that was thrown out in the streets. Thrown out. They got a plethora of offensive weapons. Something fine by me. I don't know what that was. Hey, now. Chill out. However, week 1, Sunday Night Football, playoff rematch. The Los Angeles Rams did not like the fact that they didn't get a pass interference call late in the game. They could have been facing the 49ers in the championship game. But no. The next primetime game, week 4 against Seattle. Slobber knocker. Don't sleep on the Seattle. Don't be sleepless in Seattle. If you haven't watched that movie, go ahead and curl up with your chick and watch the movie. It's all good. Week 10 at the Houston Texans. Sunday Night Football on NBC. Streaming on Peacock. Slobber knocker. Rams, Texans? Yes. Week 14, we already know they're playing the Green Bay Packers. We already know this. Week 17 versus the division rivals, the San Francisco. What? My San Francisco 49ers. You did? Let's go ahead and let's go ahead. Turn the page. Because now we are looking at the NFC South. It's been a lot of noise in the NFC South. A lot of noise coming out the NFC South. And let's go ahead and kick it off with the noise maker themselves, which is Who in the hell? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Got them on my screen. No, I don't. Now I do. This is serious business, yo. This is serious business. All right. Week 5, Atlanta Falcons. Slobber knocker. Who really runs the NFC South? A lot of fat mouthing been going down in Atlanta. The dirty. All right now. Week 7, they take on some more birds. Foul of the air, if you will, the Baltimore Ravens. Monday Night Football. Lamar Jackson, you know he want to show up and show out. You already know that. That nappy head nigga want to do that. Week 9, I already said the Kansas City Chiefs, the primetime guys want to set them up. They want them to show out every single time that the lights come on. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers might have something to say about that in week 9. They're going to be in Arrowhead. In Arrowhead. Week 16, Dallas Cowboys on NBC, streaming on Peacock. You already know how I feel. Come on now. Baker, Godwin, Mike Evans, Rashad White. Okay? This is Rashad White's come out party this season. Everybody been snatching him up in fantasy. Can't even grab him. He's gone before I can get him. Alright? He's gone before I can get him. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they will be a force to be reckoned with in the NFC South. I can't even really call this one right now, but I can call the next one, which is the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers are going to be pretty much next to nothing. All right. And when I mean next to nothing, I've been going over these teams that I've been starting off with primetime games, right? That's, the marquee matchups. There's, normally under the lights. Then you have your notable games, so I chime in on the notable games. The Carolina Panthers have neither or, okay? Neither or. You know what that means? That means you will not be seeing the Carolina Panthers play when the lights come on. Those lights will be on when the Carolina Panthers are playing this season. Nobody wants to see Bryce Young. Hot garbage will be displayed. Now, Dave Canellis, the former offensive coordinator, now the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, he gets a head coaching job, but all of a sudden, Byron Leftwich, he can't get a damn job? He led look, Jameis Winston, 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns. Tom Brady coming in and win a Super Bowl. And Byron Leftwich can't get a head coaching job, but this... Next is who that? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? I don't hear too much noise about the New Orleans Saints. I really don't. Down in the Bayou, down in the Big Easy, you got Derek Carr down there, you got Alvin Kamara down there. You know they got a solid defense, but it seems like they're just not a factor this season, and that's why they only have a handful of primetime games. Week 2 against the Eagles, Week 15 against the Bucks, Week 15 against the Raiders. That's an intriguing matchup. Derek Carr faces his former team, but you're not going to see it in prime time. You're going to have to get up 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll be up, because why would I be? It's football. Who that? Who that say they're going to beat them Saints? A lot of the last division that we have to go over in the NFC Conference is the NFC West. And we're going to start off with the Arizona Cardinals. People are leaving the Cardinals for dead. All right, dead. But I don't know. A lot of hype has been centered around the Bears, rightfully so. Atlanta Falcons, a lot of hype, rightfully so. But it's like Kyler Murray. They got James Conner. They got Marvin Harrison Jr. They got an unbelievable tight end. They can run the ball when they beat the Eagles last year. They beat Dallas last year. Can Arizona be one of those dark horses? One of those teams like, damn, I didn't see that coming. Damn, they won that many games with shit. Can the Arizona Cardinals be that team? They got one primetime game. Did Monday Night Football versus the Chargers. Up next, we got the Seattle Seahawks. I've been talking good about the Seahawks because why not? They had an unbelievable draft. They're trying to rebuild the Legion of Boom. They got Geno Smith at the helm. They got Kenneth Walker. I mean, they got wide receivers and DK Metcalf, Lockett. Why not? You bet not sleep on the Seattle Seahawks because you get punched in the mouth. Primetime games. The Detroit Lions, they better be ready for the Seattle Seahawks. Because last season, slobber knocker, high scoring, entertaining. This season, I want more of the damn same. The next primetime game, week 6 against my San Francisco 49ers. Let's go. Bang, bang. Let's go ahead and relive the rivalry. Let's relive all of that. Right now, the Seattle Seahawks, they have put together a draft. They are here to stay. Led by Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker. They got Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. They got new revamped defense. Do not sleep on the Seattle Seahawks. Week 15, they take on the Green Bay Packers. I'm not going to say on NBC streaming on Peacock. I think I said that a lot. But week 17, this is a game that you want to watch the day after Christmas. You're eating your leftovers, right? Got the leftovers jumping off. Oh, shit, I got a present I didn't see behind the tree still. Let me go ahead and grab that. Open it up. Now you're watching the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks in prime time. What more would you want? Christmas leftovers, all right? Christmas Day leftovers, football, and you get to enjoy your presents. Why not? Why the hell not? Then you have the Los Angeles Rams. There's no love lost with these teams, with the Seahawks, with the Rams. There's no love lost whatsoever. This season, it picks off week 1. It picks up week 1. All right, week 1. You ever seen what happened in the playoffs between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams? They're running it back in prime time because me and you want to see it. Week 1, baby. Sunday Night Football. Let's go. Let's go. Week 8 against the Minnesota Vikings. This is not the year of the Vikings. Not the year of the Vikings. Week 10, Miami Dolphins in LA. Philadelphia. Week 12. Damn, all these games is at home for the Rams. Now, with the Rams, does it really mean it's a home game? Really? Does it really mean it's a home game for the Rams? I could look like a home game. Week 15, the San Francisco 49ers, primetime, Thursday Night Football. Let's get them up. You already know how we do it. 49ers versus Rams. The division could be on the line. Rams, not no punks. Not last season, not this season. Alright? They got their shit together. And there's only one team left in the NFC, period, to break down. And that is your reigning, defending, undisputed NFC Conference champion, the San Francisco 49ers. We got 6 primetime damn game, and this jumping off Monday. I took a half day at work, you damn right. There's going to be some slobber knocking going on in the Traeger, and I cannot wait. What am I going to cook? I have yet decided, but it's going to be great. Because it's the San Francisco 49ers opening game against the New York Jets. Everybody knows about Aaron Rodgers and his history with the San Francisco 49ers. Everybody knows that Robert Saleh was the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. So let's go, baby. Slobber knocker. Rawr. Week 6. We already know we're playing the Seattle Seahawks. Week 8. The Dallas Cowboys. You already know how I feel about that. Wow! Week 13, this is going to be an intriguing matchup because they got us last time, damn it. Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills. They ain't no punks. They ain't no scrub. Josh Allen, he can spread the peel out because now he got a plethora of wide receivers. You don't have to just throw it to one. He got a plethora. Watch out for that. Week 15, line it up on Thursday Night Football against the Los Angeles Rams on prime time. Let the best team win out the NFC West. Rams are in it. Seattle's going to be competitive. 49ers could be looked at the favorite. But do not forget about the Arizona Cardinals, because you could get punched in the mouth. And that was my preview of the NFC Conference. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. You know there's more to come. Bang, bang.